This type of legislative breakfast on an annual basis is a wonderful reminder that, yes, we're here, we matter, we count, we care.
We have to stand up for our rights in education, in self-defense, in defense of the State of Israel, and we must always, as has always been the credo of Moshe Sher, remember with Hakara Satov those who are there for us, and remember those who are not with us.
And now it's really my honor to call upon a friend who has been with this breakfast over the years as co-chairman. He's the CEO of MedReview, which has been working for 40 years, has provided 40 years of service as an independent review organization improving the world of healthcare through medical reviews, quality audits, health services management, upholding the highest standards in the medical professional industry. Somebody that we're very proud to count as a close friend. It's my honor to call upon Mr. Joseph Stam to introduce our first speaker.
We as a community must also demonstrate that we represent a significant bloc by taking the time to vote our conscience. Elected officials carefully evaluate voting patterns.
I'd like to especially say thanks to the Friedlander Group. Thanks to your whole team for helping make this the successful event that it is. Peter Rebenwurzel is one of the outstanding community leaders in our world. He is the chairman of the Raoul Wallenberg Celebration Commission, which led the efforts to award Raoul Wallenberg with a Congressional Gold Medal. It's my honor now to call upon Peter Rebenwurzel to introduce our next speaker.
I feel privileged to be part of the annual legislative breakfast of Agudath Israel of America. The breakfast purpose is to provide an opportunity for our lay leadership to meet and engage elected officials in dialogue about issues of relevance to their communities.
We've already seen a lot of Jewish involvement. There's a lot of talk about the money primary on the Jewish side, the Jewish money primary. Marco Rubio appears to have won over the endorsement of Paul Singer. Thank you. There's also a big question of whether Sheldon Adelson will get involved and with backing whom. In 2012, as we saw, he single-handedly was propping up the Gingrich campaign. So you see very active Jewish involvement both sides of the aisle at all levels of campaigns. And what does this mean for us as Jews? What we need to think about is this is a special opportunity for us. We have influence, and in a good way, we can help shape the way elections go, and we should use that. And when I advise candidates, when I talk to them about the Jewish vote, I tell them that yes, Jews care about Israel. Yes, Jews care about anti-Semitism and fighting terror. Those are all important. But Jews also care about education. They care about taxes. They care about regulation. They care about healthcare. And you can't just focus on certain issues and check those boxes when talking to the Jewish community. You need to make a broader appeal to the Jewish community as a whole.
Let me begin with a confession. I'm not Jewish. Sorry, but I am Orthodox. I'm Greek Orthodox. That's got to count for something, right? I will be announcing that I'll be introducing legislation in New York to make sure that New York does not do business, invest in, or contract with any company that's participating in the BDS, so-called New York movement. I know my colleague Charles Levine in the Assembly has legislation there, and I'll be talking to my colleagues in the Senate here, hopefully getting their support and be able to move something through our House as well, because in my opinion, this should be an easy one. Anyone that steps forward and says that this is some kind of legitimate movement should be condemned, and New York State should make a strong statement that we won't participate or encourage anyone or any business that goes down that road.
Please know that how much we appreciate school choice, even with our own children. A couple things going on the education front. Get right to it. We passed out of the House of Representatives a few months ago what we call House Resolution 5. What H.R. 5 does is eliminates that core provision of No Child Left Behind. Now, we still believe that accountability is a good thing. It is the best thing. But what we're doing in Congress now is saying to the American people, particularly our teachers, our parents, our school superintendents, our principals, that we trust you more than we trust a bureaucrat at the Federal Department of Education. So accountability, yes, but we as communities should be able to determine what success looks like and how we measure that success. And that is a fundamental shift in federal education policy.
Look at the power of this room. Just look around. There is tremendous, tremendous, tremendous power. And just listen to the speakers that have been up here before. You can, you have, and you will make differences going forward. When we are united, from Brooklyn to Buffalo, when we have all of our different areas across this great state working together, whether it's working with Curious Joel, whether it's working in Ramapo, whether it's working in East New York, whether it's working in Williamsburg or Borough Park, wherever we are and the Jewish community is standing strong, we win great elections. With the power of this room and the power of the people between Brooklyn and Buffalo, we are going to get that education tax credit. But, again, we cannot walk away from the table with that. That's got to be the number one priority across this great state. Everybody's got to be united in it. Everybody's going to take a piece of it. Everybody's got to be part of it. And there is nothing else on the priority. Priority number one. Everything else underneath. Priority number one is the education tax credit.
Dear friends, we are surrounded by challenges. Enormous challenges. Scary challenges. Challenges we had only heard about many years ago in a very, very far away, bad time in history. Yet, they emerge again. All we have is each other. All we have is our commonality to want to do good. The lesson of Yankel, and the lesson of Agudath Israel of America, and the lesson of all of you for coming out today, is together we can keep the world and our communities warm. Thank you so much for coming.